Good morning, everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today is going to be like the first day we do something that's not like a main story quest or a job quest. Today, I'm going to climb Kugane Tower. Because it seems like kind of a rite of passage when you get this far. You should just do it. Try it, get to the top, and call yourself an elite gamer. It is more difficult than it seems. I've done it once to prove I can in less than 2 hours. It took a while. Today, I'm gonna do it, and it's gonna be easy. Gonna be in and out, no problem. Will I show you how to do it? Yes. I'll show you how to do it well? No. See, that's what you shouldn't do at the very start. Just jump right off the rail. We're off to a great start. Hustle, hustle, hustle. I'll be the only fall I do this entire time. Okay. In my head, I imagined it going much better. Oh no! I mean, the big difference between what I did on my own and what I'm doing now is, theoretically, people are watching me. Oh man, but how cool would it be to get to the top right at sunrise? That's the tip. I swear I stopped running. I've had it both times I've touched it. That wasn't it. Maybe the secret is Naruto running? Aha! Whew. Then we come over here to the porch. Gonna get on that little nubbin. I think we're about to like the hard part. That wasn't it. Whoa, whoa. Yeah. Falling down here is probably the most common fall I do. There's one part that kind of like dangles over the edge. A little ways up that can make you fall all the way to the bottom. I hear a lot of people spend a lot of time there. I think that's because it's the part that makes you the most nervous. It's not that it's the most difficult, it's just the most risky. Come on now. Whoop. We're getting there. We're doing it. Yeah. It's all coming back to me. Spent so much time here. First time I did it, though, I at least saw somebody like suffering alongside with me. Some delightful potato. This tower. Hate that tower. Tower is exactly where I want my camera to be. Too far. We're doing medium jumps here. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great. Thinking about decorating my an actual streamer spot in my house. I've been working like my day job in like the rattiest room you could find. It's filled with spiders. Basically a storage container with me in it. Like if you ever watch a show like Storage Wars, just picture like me in the back there, hunched over and typing on my laptop. That's basically my office. I've got the opportunity to make that like a man cave. And finally got around to like cleaning the rest of the house. And by getting around to it, I mean hiring somebody to do it, because oh my god. Like you have kids, everything falls apart. And then your wife is like, "Oh, I can't live like this anymore." And you're like, "Fair." But you know, like it's way more than you can handle. Is you work your full-time job and you're trying to like make a career change into streaming, which is impossible. Nobody can do that. Nevertheless, it takes up a lot of time. There's nothing your wife loves to hear better than, "I want to play video games for a living." It might surprise you, I did not get a gamer wife. I got, like, a rational human being. Somebody with a diverse set of hobbies and interests. Alright. Ah. Oh no! I touched it. And honestly, she's more supportive of my streaming than you would expect from a normal human being. One thing I really like about my wife is that we both do like some crazy things every now and then. We just enable each other. We're just like, this is what I'm going to do with my life. The other person, you know, deals with it. I've fallen this way, but I don't know if everybody knows this. There's a little secret way over here. Get us back on track. You won't find this in the guides, because the guides always succeed. So they don't have to come to the back rooms. Well, like, my wife will come up to me one day and just be like, guess what I do now? I repair antique sewing machines. And I'll be like, sounds great. And then she'll be like, here's 30. I'm like, you can't just buy 30 antique sewing machines. Isn't that like thousands of dollars? And she's like, I got them for free. And I'm like, okay, I'm on board again. She found some old person who can no longer do their hobby of repairing antique sewing machines. She was like, what are you going to do with all those sewing machines you haven't repaired? And they were like, they're yours. Ooh. Oh my God, we're doing it. No! What went wrong that time? It felt so right. I blame the lack of sun. My foot slept. I wasn't ready. My foot slept. It did fall asleep. It was that or diabetes. And I refuse to believe there's anything wrong with my diet of mostly Oreos. Cocoa beans are technically a vegetable, right? I know sugarcane is. What about hydrogenated oils? Do they count? You know what I need to do? I need to learn to make Oreos on my own. Like, they are the best cookie, like everyone knows. Like, nobody is like, ooh, Oreos. Although, I've kind of moved on from the original flavor, like to the point where if I see original flavored Oreos, I'm like, ugh. Like the frosting is just like sugary flavor. It's not even like cream or vanilla. Recently I ordered groceries online. I hate having them delivered. I can go on a whole rant about like having food or groceries delivered. It's a terrible experience most of the time. Every now and then you're like, look, the family's gonna starve. I had to work tons of overtime. I just can't go. And honestly, that's more heartbreaking than anything. All your overtime money went straight into supplies to help support your overtime habit. Anyway, on the list were peanut butter Oreos, because they are the best Oreos. They didn't have them. And I said no substitutions. I would rather have nothing than for you to try to guess what I want. Because guessing what I want is always not going to work out. I'm a complicated man. You can't get me peanut butter Oreos. I want some kind of like chocolate peanut buttery ice cream. But they went and replaced them with regular Oreos. The Selena Gomez Oreos were pretty nice. It was also like late August. Surely they could have gotten me like the Halloween Oreos. But like, man. I remember Oreos being the greatest thing in the world back when there was only one flavor of Oreos. Hey, more evidence that I'm super old. Many people don't believe I'm old. Some people think I'm 20. That's not true. Like, I may not be like 90. I'm certainly not 20. Just the other day, my wife and I were talking about George Thorogood. Told her I needed to get a haircut, and she was like, and a job. Which honestly is one of the most fair things you can ask a streamer. Anyway, the guy had a song called Get a Haircut and Get a Job? Oh no! I think that's the title of it. I mean, if you Google Get a Haircut and Get a Job, he's got the song that'll come up. Probably, it depends on your search history. Maybe young people don't get that song. I mean, it's so cool that nobody wanted to work back then. You know what nobody's ever said to me? In real life, nobody wants to work anymore. I don't think that's like a real thing people say. Like, I think it's a real thing CEOs say, but who's hanging out with CEOs? Like, normal people, I think, for the most part, understand, like, work is bad. It feels bad. It hasn't felt good in a very long time. Been very few opportunities when work has actually felt good to me. Number one, my first ever job. That was fun. First ever job. Well, the first day I ever worked was on Labor Day, which was pretty cool. It feels like a fun anniversary of your first day of work. Like on a day commemorating the day when everyone got fed up with working for nothing is the first day on my job. It made me feel like, you know, a spiritual scab. But you know, when you're young and you've never had money, it feels different. And you know, at the time I was living with my parents. His children do that. And so I had no bills. Got my first paycheck of like $105. And when the most you've ever seen was like 60, like that felt pretty good. I really think the most money I ever had was like $60. I remember spending it too. I bought Bart versus the Space Mutants. The old NES game where you spray paint things purple. Where you spray paint purple things red? Can't remember. But I bought that game at new release, full price, for my brother for his birthday. And honestly, not worth it. Like, you didn't feel a level of gratefulness relative to the fact that I spent all of my money, most money I've ever had in my entire life up to that point, on a gift. Like, I needed a hug with tears streaming down his face. And what I got was, oh, cool. How dare he? He did not meet my emotional needs. And I ate a lot of them. I'm a growing boy. Oh, God. Oh. Can I work with this? It's hard to tell. In the dark, you can't even, like, see this path. Where is the sun? I think my brother did beat Bart versus the Space Mutants, though. And I guess that kind of helps. Because it wasn't an easy game. In fact, it was very, very hard. NES games, like, had a weird sense of difficulty. What could I possibly be doing wrong there? Am I missing a platform? I feel like I was at the height of my jump. I was leaning directly into that pole. Maybe the problem was hitting the pole slightly before I'm at the height of my jump. Yeah, NES games had some, like, impossible difficulties. And I think a lot of it was the fact that, like, you didn't have, like, a ton of options. So, like, games had to be super hard. Didn't have to be. They tended to be super hard. Because you were meant to sit with them for, like, a long time. Okay, it's gotta keep you busy until they publish their next game. So you're at like Ninja Gaiden 5-2. The hardest part of any video game ever. Stupid bird. And then 7 years later, you finally beat it. And then you find out Ninja Gaiden. The next one came out for Xbox. I don't know when the next Ninja Gaiden came out after like the first NES one. What am I doing? What are we doing? Feel like I'm sliding across the, oh god, the wall instead of like stopping when I collide with it. Things are getting a little brighter. Is the sun coming up? We're at like the 30-minute mark. Like, I'm wondering if anyone's even gonna see this YouTube video. I wonder if it's helpful to show somebody struggling on Kugane Tower. Because if you watch a guide, you're gonna see the guy who's done it like 100 times every time. And he'll do it on like the first time. Actually, I did look at a guide before I did this. There's one part where the guy says, I fell here on purpose to show you X. And I've never doubted anything more in my life. You fell there on purpose, did you? Sure. Oh no! Oh no! That was probably the most embarrassing fall of the night, other than like the first one, where like I missed the literal first pole. But if you fall off the green, it's like the equivalent of hitting your golf ball backwards. Played some mini golf recently. It was nice. I both really, really want to take my kids to play mini golf. I also never want to take my kids to play mini golf. Because the urge to full send it, even when you're an adult, is extremely high. And I think I have vivid memories of hitting the ball as hard as I can in mini golf when I was a kid. Damn. And so I'm like, mini golf is such a fun experience. I should take my kids. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, the fun experience because my kids aren't here. I don't see the sun yet. This is like a 7 a.m. Montana morning. Like where it's perfectly like bright outside, but the sun hasn't gone over the mountains yet. Oh no. I felt a little more dramatic about that one. It was the fact that like you hit something on the way down. Is this what morning on the East Coast is like? Like it's super bright. Because there's so much sunlight that's unobstructed across the ocean. It gets bright before you actually see the sun. It was always closer to the West Coast. Sometimes I think, I was a big city guy. What big city would I live in? I think I'd be happiest in like Seattle. I think that's my big city. There's basically like 4 corners, right? Like you're an LA person, you're a New York City person, or you're a Seattle person, or a Miami person. I mean, all of it's too expensive for me. But like, give me the pine trees and the cold breeze any day of the week. Plus a lot of harmless hipster nerds. Seattle feels like one of the less aggressive cities, maybe. Like the climate's just like part of the reason I want to live there. But like, if somebody was gonna be murdered in one of these cities, like New York, top of the list. LA, next highest. Then Miami, then Seattle. And I think that is a big part of it. I'm a big fan of not being murdered. In fact, I'll go out of my way not to be murdered on the daily. You might be like, Sugar, lots of people try not to get murdered all the time. And honestly, could have fooled me. The sun up. Like, I assumed that side was the east. Is the other side the east? Where's the sun? Oh, that side is the east. No wonder I couldn't see the sun. I was looking for the sun Tokyo style. Because if you're on Tokyo, The sun's gonna rise on the ocean side. And I recognize that this is not Tokyo. But like, it kinda is, right? I think back in the day when it would have looked like this, it's called Edo, right? You know, kind of like how Istanbul was once Constantinople. Anyway, why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Oh God. I want to stop this now. But now, I've got to finish it more than ever. So I can say it's done, have recorded evidence of it, and then never do it again. I did it the first time. I even paused up there to give myself a little screenshot to prove I did it. But I can't use that screenshot as like a thumbnail. Unless I do it for reals while on stream. What have I done? Maybe don't move and adjust the camera at the same time. I think I need to check to verify that I am live on all platforms real quick. I haven't heard a peep out of anybody. Oh, hey, I do have viewers. Hi, guys. Hope you're having a good day. They believe in me. What is going on there? That's my jump button. That's my jump button. I lose my mind? I alt-tabbed and forgot what the jump button was? I don't think that's a thing. Weekend's coming up. Got so many things to do. I'm doing marriage counseling with the wife, which is like one of those things that like it's hard to say out loud, but like I gotta promote it as a smart thing to do because it's a smart thing to do. Like, there are things that, like, sound terrible, but are, like, actually very, very healthy for you. You know, it's like joining Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, if somebody does that, like, instinctually you're just like, ooh, you've got a problem. But, like, addressing your problems is one of the smartest and healthiest things you can do. And honestly, my wife and I have a great relationship. we all need much, much more out of each other. Because, you know, in this day and age, we're both expected to work 2 jobs just to, like, keep everyone alive. And so the general problem is, like, nothing gets done around the house. We don't spend enough time with the kids. Would you? Oh my God. And honestly, that's my biggest opposition to the therapy. Is that, like, I don't actually have time for this. Like, every hour I'm spent talking about the things I need to get done. Sometimes I'm not doing the things I need to get done. I'm not very good at the slow down to speed up bit. And again, I'm not good at getting things done when they're supposed to get done. Especially if they don't have, like, a constant deadline. I'm the type of person who does not do their taxes. Like, I'll cook every day. Make that part of the routine. Make sure nobody starves. I mean, half of that's because I love food. Big fan. Sometimes I feel like I've got the worst hobbies. They're just, like, way, way too commonplace. Like, there's nothing, like, weird and quirky about it. I like video games a lot. I like food. Sometimes I listen to music. I tend to favor, like, pop music. If I had a favorite genre, though, I would say it's nerdcore. Because one of the better things you can do is rap about video games. I'm like, 2 hobbies in one. This is amazing. There needs to be a cooking theme genre of music. People don't rap about soufflés enough. Maybe there's a genre of music I haven't discovered. Maybe there's baker's core rap. Somebody plays a whisk like a theremin. One of the best things about, like, posting everything I say on the internet, somebody might be out there and be like, it is a thing, here's the best artist in the field. And I would have never discovered them otherwise. Remember, I was playing Cuisinier, I think. There was this weird radish. It was, like, very porous. It looked kind of like a honeycomb. And I've already forgotten what it is. I think maybe, like, the recipe I was cooking in Cuisinier was, like, tempura vegetables or something. It's like one of my favorite appetizers. Like, if you want me to eat my vegetables, you tempura batter those and I am in. But, like, one of the vegetables was, like, a super Asian vegetable. And I was like, I don't know what this is. Then 100 years later, somebody comments something like honeycomb radish. Anyway. And the best part is, like, it'll be like several months later, and I will have no frame of reference for that. And so I have to, like, scour the video. I'm like, honeycomb radish. Why is that an acceptable thing for a person to say to you out of, like, nowhere? Like, one of the craziest things about streaming is, like, somebody will answer a question you asked, like, several months ago. It'll be like just getting on the bus, and then somebody, like, turns to you and says, James Buchanan. And you're like, why would you say that to me? And you have to Google who James Buchanan is. And you're like, oh. The historically worst president ever. Which is a very hard thing to say this day and age. A lot of people have a lot of opinions on recent presidents. James Buchanan's considered the worst president because he started the Civil War. And the problem is, like, we just don't know which president is going to start the next Civil War. Thing is, like, I don't think it's going to be a civil war, though. Like, it's going to be a revolution, right? Like, the US feels like it's supposed to be split equally between the two parties, but I don't think we're having any of it. I think, like, 20% of the population maybe has strong feelings for their political affiliations. And the rest of us, we got jobs. And so we just feel the suffering. And often, very obvious, what am I doing? Get a good camera angle, then jump. Idiot. Bah. Anyway, I should stop talking. I'm not a political streamer. I don't want to be. To be honest, even if I did have strong political opinions, okay. Oh! This is the problem. I didn't jump up on the lip last time. I have seen the error of my ways. Why am I running on a rail? Why did I turn into a 6-year-old? I, like, got up there and I'm like, man, it's good to be up here. Let me swing the camera around while I tightrope my way around. But we were so close. I think that was it. I got cocky. I knew how close that was. Politics have devolved into cancer and is rapidly killing our ability to have a civil discussion. Agreed. Like, I wish there was... Like, the place to have civil discussions is, like, Discord now. But even then, like, the communities feel, like, way too deeply segregated. Nobody unintentionally, like, stumbles into your Discord because they were looking for something else. Like, I have a Twitter and a Blue Sky. And like I try to only post my schedule and then get the heck out. Because there is nothing good that comes of those places. I mean, if you lean like one particular way, one might feel more comfortable than the other. But like, they're just mirror images of each other. I don't know, for most of my actual news, I listen to a comedian on YouTube. That's where I get my news from. Guy named Josh Johnson. People might have heard of him. I think he's a fairly viral sensation on YouTube. He is just a good funny man. Posts a new comedy session every week, always new material. Great guy. You don't have any social stuff other than streaming on Twitch, social media. Do you feel like you're digging for items of value in a full porta potty? Too much yuck to even bother. I agree. Really, the healthiest thing any of us can do is just go outside. Meet real people in real life. One of the saddest things I do as a human being is I ask ChatGPT pretty frequently, like, is it as bad as it seems? And ChatGPT usually says, damn it. Damn it. Oh. ChatGPT usually says, no, it's not as bad. And for these reasons. I'm like, oh, but it really, really looks bad. And I didn't like used to feel like it was always bad, but I used to like see people on the regular all the way down. Yeah. That was like a really rough jump too. Really not as bad as it seems. On the day-to-day basis, we're all just going each day. Yeah. Where am I? I was reading and driving. There we go. Like, once you do that part, you're basically to the part I was. Like, this part, you can't, like... Sorry, you can screw it up so bad you fall all the way down. But, like, normally you're just gonna hit this. Like, to do the long jump angle here, to land on here. Baby jump, baby jump. Baby jump. Now we're right back to where we were. But like, being social in real life is so hard. Feels like there's nowhere you can exist for free almost. Which is a shame because none of us have any money. But if you could just like think of like a real world hobby that you want to have and start pursuing it. Like sign up for a class like a cooking class. Maybe you want to learn how to play the cello. Like, get out, meet people. Maybe join like a hiking group. You can go into like your local game store and see if there are any like Dungeons and Dragons pickup groups. You'll meet a lot of weirdos, sure. But they'll be real people. Proof. Getting caught on bits you keep getting stuck on with the jumps? Yeah. Like this part, kind of easy. Like it looks bad. You'd think like this would be the tricky bit. A lot of people complain about this one. The trick is like the hitbox is always bigger than it looks. Like the worst part about this is the invisible steps. Like if I just had some nice little outlines of where the hitboxes actually were, things would go a little better. Because look at this. Ridiculous. Oh no! Oh, can you imagine being the person who put this in the game? Like the developer who made this little jumping puzzle and had to make sure it was possible. Like you put all these pieces here and then you have to try it for 2 hours to like verify it works. And you probably went through like a few iterations too, where it wasn't quite possible, but you had no idea to know that for sure without actually trying. What am I climbing for? Rite of passage? Like I just want I want to do it because it feels like a part of the game. I don't have a good reason. Like I'm supposed to be doing like nothing but like main story quests, job quests. That's kind of the idea. But I heard about Kugane Tower at some point after I had been here like the first time, and so I've never gotten to like try this. And I was like, this is just a cool little Easter egg. I want to share it with the world. Because if you're just cruising through the main story, you might not know this exists. Alright. I'm gonna wipe off the sweaty hands. Switching from YouTube to Twitch chat, probably a good call. Believe. Really want me to land on that little nubbin? Hey! There's like nothing I can do wrong here, but at the same time, I'm more nervous than ever. Yay! We did it. Look at that sun. And time. Like an hour. It took me like an hour to get up here. Which honestly feels pretty good. I've had people tell me it took them 8 hours their first try. That said, I did look up a guide, and I will recommend the guide. Alright. Now, there's a lamppost you're supposed to be able to jump down to. Be sure to screenshot it. Yeah. Here's a lovely screenshot. But I mean, like, I'm videotaping it. Like, evidence is here. And I gotta say, this isn't my first time. The first time I did it took a little longer, and it was basically to prove to myself that I can do it in less than 2 hours, so I could do it on stream. Like, if it took me like 3 hours to get up here the first time, I'd be like, I can't stream that. Not yet. That's a nice view, yeah. The first time I got up here, I did like a whole group pose photo session. I think it's gonna be the screenshot I use for my movie series. Alright. Now, lamppost. Oh well, I tried. Woo! Hey, now we can play the game. The first time you got to the top, it was nighttime in game with a rainstorm, really moody. It's... Part of me was upset that I did most of my climbing during the nighttime, but to like be up there, like while the sun was in the sky and like at a beautiful position, was really, really satisfying. All right.